the greatest World Cup cricket final ever. Perhaps the greatest ever cricket match in the history of the game. For a World Cup, which has been a tournament of world records, it was a most scintillating script for a final. For an ODI which kept swinging either ways towards England and New Zealand for the first 99 overs of the day. In came the 100th over, the last over supposedly of the match. After first 3 deliveries of the final over, it swung towards New Zealand. On the very next ball, due to a never before seen stroke of luck, it swung towards England. 2 balls later, the match was tied. The match was tied after first 100 overs of the day. In came the super over, yet again the match is tied. Now in the cricket rule books, there's a unique cricketing rule. There are a lot of fans around the globe, including legendary cricketing greats, yesteryear cricketers, who disagree with that. But it's because of this rule we got 2019 Cricket World Cup's champion and winner last night. England won the Cricket World Cup 2019, but it was Kane Williamson's New Zealand who won the hearts of countless fans around the world. Hello and welcome to ICC Cricket World Cup Thrilling Unplugged. I am rollicking Rajeev Bhardwaj. Now the grand final at Lord's was all set. It was New Zealand who won the toss, and just like they did in the semi-final against India, they decided to bat first. And they accumulated 241 runs for 8 in the allotted 50 overs. Now to win the World Cup 2019, the Englishmen needed 242. Their chase swung from hopeful to hopeless, from optimistic to pessimistic, till the final over of the match supposedly. In came Trent Boult for the final over. Now Englishmen needed 15 runs of the last 6 deliveries of the match. The batsman was Ben Stokes, bowler was Trent Boult. The first 2 deliveries which Ben Stokes faced were dot balls. Now 15 runs are needed in a high pressure situation. 15 runs needed of final 4 balls. The third ball is dispatched for a massive sixer by Ben Stokes over the mid-wicket fence. Now 9 needed of 3. Now listen to this. What happens? It's such a thrilling moment. The 4th ball, bowled by Trent Boult, Ben Stokes hits towards mid-wicket, being fielded by Martin Guptill. Ben Stokes and Adil Rashid complete a single. Now Ben Stokes is running again towards the wicket-keeper's end to complete a double run. Ball being thrown by Martin Guptill from the mid-wicket fence is coming towards the keeper. On the way, Ben Stokes' bat meets the ball being thrown by Martin Guptill, and the ball meets Stokes' bat and crosses over to the fence for 4. Now what happens? Everybody is stunned. What's exactly going to happen? How many runs are going to be awarded to England? All the eyes are on umpire, Sri Lankan umpire Dharmasena. Now in comes umpire Dharmasena, and to sheer shock of the Kiwis, he awards 6 precious runs to Englishmen. 2 runs which the batsman completed as per the umpire, and 4 overthrows, supposed overthrows, which the ball hit Ben Stokes' bat and crossed over to the fence. Now the stats are 3 runs needed of the final 2 balls. The 5th ball, Ben Stokes hits. The batsmen try to take a double, but they are only able to complete a single because Adil Rashid is run out. Now 2 runs needed of the final delivery of the match. Ben Stokes again hits, but it's Mark Wood who is not able to complete the double, which actually wasn't there, and the match is tied on 241 and English are all out after 100 overs. And this is the first ever World Cup final which goes into the super over. Now in the super over, it's the Englishmen who bat first. They open the batting with Ben Stokes and Josh Buttler facing Trent Boult. They pick up 15 in their 6 deliveries. In reply, New Zealand need 16 runs to win from 6 balls, and the bowler is Jofra Archer. The batsmen from the Kiwis are Jimmy Neesham and Martin Guptill. Now from the first 5 deliveries, they pick up 14 runs. 2 runs are needed of the final ball. The batsman is Martin Guptill. He drives. The fielder is Jason Roy. Martin Guptill completes 1 run. He is running towards the wicket-keeper's end for the 2nd run. Now remember the same Martin Guptill who ran Mahendra Singh Dhoni out when he was running for his life for that 2nd run to save India, but it was Martin Guptill's throw at the wicket-keeper's end which sent Mahendra Singh Dhoni and Team India packing home, crashing out of the World Cup. This time it is Jason Roy's throw at the wicketkeeper's end, and the wicketkeeper Josh Butler does the rest. It is Martin Guptill who is run out this time. But it's the Kiwis who also manage 15 runs. The scores are tied yet again. But it's the Englishmen who are declared the winners. Why? Because there's a unique rule in the cricket books. If a cricket knockout match is tied after 50 overs, it shall go into a super over. And if the super over is also tied, the team which has hit more boundaries, that's 4s and 6s combined, shall be adjudged the winner. And it was the English team who had hit 24 boundaries, 22 4s and 2 6s, whereas the Kiwis had hit only 16. Team England win the Cricket World Cup 2019 for the very first time in 44 years, ever since the inception of the Cricket World Cup. But our heart goes out to Kane Williamson and his team New Zealand for having played the brilliant brand of cricket throughout the tournament, along with Team England, who resurrected themselves in the last 4 years. But in the post-match press conference, the grace with which Kane Williamson addressed the paparazzi was phenomenal. You know, he said it's a bitter pill to swallow. Nobody could have ever predicted this, but it's Team England who played brilliantly and they deserved to win. Kane Williamson, despite the loss, you actually had the heart to say this. Salute to you. This grace of yours, despite the loss, teaches all of us a lot about life, isn't it, friends? This was the ICC Cricket World Cup series, and I had great fun bringing it to you all. I'm sure you also enjoyed it. Please do leave your comments in the comment section below and let me know how did you like the entire series and especially this particular video. Don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe the channel Rajeev Bhardwaj 100. Until next time, this is rollicking Rajeev Bhardwaj saying hasta la vista. I shall definitely be back.